Welcome back, students. Today we will start relations and functions. So this topic is worth around 11 marks. So you will be having 1 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks questions on this topic. So definitions you have studied in first year. So just I will take a simple example. Let set A is equal to 1, 3 and set B is equal to 2, 4. Set B is equal to 2, 4. Can you tell me what will be the values in A cross B, which you have studied in first year? A cross B will be equal to, you will have ordered pairs 1, 2. So first element should be from A, second element should be from B. Similarly 1, 4. Then if I take 3, 2 and 3, 4, you will have elements in A cross B. These are called ordered pairs, and first element will be from set A, second element will be from set B. Now relation is subset of A cross B. Relation is subset of A cross B and satisfies a certain condition. He will be giving one condition and it should satisfy that, and if it satisfies that condition, then we call it as a relation. Now for example, I will take R is equal to A, B, where A belongs to set A, B belongs to set B, and here condition will be there, and I will take here A less than B, A less than B. So A, B, where A belongs to set A, B belongs to set B, and condition is A is less than B. Now which all elements you will have in relation, can you tell me? It is subset of A cross B. Condition is first element should be less than second. So you will have 1, 2. Similarly you will have 1, 4. And third one you will have 3, 4. You will have 3, 4. So such sets we call it as a relation. So it is a subset of A cross B and satisfying a certain condition. Now I will take another example. You can write the values of relation. So I will take set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. R is equal to relation. R is equal to A, B, where A and B belongs to A. Both are elements in A, and both are even. Can you write the relation for this? So you can try. R is equal to, both elements should be even. So first one you will not have. So if I take 2, with 2 you can write 3 elements, 2, 2, then 2, 4, then 2, 6. Similarly 3 you cannot take, it is a odd. So if I take 4, I will have 4, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6. Similarly if I take 6, I will have 6, 2, 6, 4, 6, 6. So this is a relation which I have given here. Now using this example, I will be telling different types of relation which we have over here. So different types of relation. So there are 3 types. mainly reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So first, if I take reflexive, so what it states that for all elements of A belonging to R, for all elements of A belonging to R, A comma A should belong to R. A comma A should belong to R. So this is a definition for reflexive. Now, in this example, if you see, there are three different digits, that is 2, 4 and 6. So if you take 2, if 2 belongs to R means which element should be there? 2 comma 2 should be there. 2 comma 2 should be there. So 2 comma 2 is there. Similarly, 4, for all values you are required to check. 4 comma 4 is there. Similarly, 6 comma 6 is there. So all these three are there in this relation, means you can say that this relation is reflexive. This relation is reflexive. Second, symmetric. So symmetric definition states that for all values of A comma B belongs to R, two elements you are required to take. If A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R. B comma A belongs to R. So if A comma B is there, reverse, B comma A should also be there in the relation. Now you can check. So in the given example, if we check, 2 comma 4 belongs to R, correct? 2 comma 4 is there. Then which element has to be there? 4 comma 2. So 4 comma 2 is also there. So similarly you can check for all the various elements. Then 4 comma 2 should also belong to R. Similarly you check for all the elements, you will get all elements true. For example, 2 comma 6, then 6 comma 2 should be there. 6 comma 4, 4 comma 6 has to be there. So it is there. So you can say that even this relation is symmetric. Similarly, third, transitive. So transitive states that for all values of A comma B comma C belongs to R, if A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C belongs to R. Then A comma C belongs to R. So A comma B, same element here, B comma C, then A comma C belongs to R. Even you can check this also. So any example you can take. So I will take 2 comma 4 belongs to R. 2 comma 4 belongs to R. 4 comma 6 belongs to R. This element has to be same. 4, 4. Then which should be there? Then 2 comma 6 should belong to R. So 2 comma 6 is also there in R. So if you check 2 comma 4, 4 comma 6. So you are having 2 comma 6. Similarly, you can check various combinations. It will come true. So even this relation is transitive. So the example which I have taken is reflexive, is even symmetric, is even transitive. If all three are true, then we call it as equivalence relation. We call it as equivalence relation. So if all three, that is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, all three are true, then that relation is called equivalence relation. Clear? So you can pause, then note down these definitions. Then I will take examples which you will be asking for 3 marks. Okay. So first example, if I take, so in short I will be writing. So first one example, on set of integers, r is equal to x comma y, r is equal to x comma y, even sometimes he may take a comma b, x comma y, where x belongs to z, y belongs to z, and x minus y is an integer, x minus y is an integer. You are required to prove that this is an equivalence relation. Prove that R is equivalence relation. You are required to prove it is an equivalence relation. So on this set of integers, means x and y are integers. So you are required to show that x minus y is also an integer and it is an equivalence relation. So just now I told equivalence relation means given relation should be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we will check all the three. So first if I take reflexive. So what definition says? For all values of a belongs to r, a comma a should belong to r. So now I will take a comma a is equal to. Now from the definition what he has given, x comma y means x minus y. So similarly if I take a comma a, then this will be a minus a. A minus a is equal to 0. We know that 0 is an integer. He has asked to show. So therefore 0 is an integer. Means given relation R is reflexive. Clear? So both elements should be same. Apply that condition what he has given. A minus a equal to 0. So 0 is integer, therefore given relation is reflexive. Similarly, if I check second one, symmetric. So symmetric definition is for all values of a comma b belongs to r. If a comma b belongs to r, then b comma a should belong to r. Means here he has given this, you are required to prove this is true. Means this is integer, then this is also a integer. So first I will take a comma b given. A comma b, again by definition I can write it as, if x comma y is there means x minus y. Similarly a comma b means it is a minus b. This I will take it as m, any letter m, x already has given, so I have taken it as m, p, etc. is equal to m, where m belongs to z. Means m is an integer I am taking. So now I will show that this is also an integer. So if I take b comma a will be equal to b minus a. If I take minus common or minus outside, I will have minus into bracket a minus b. But a minus b what I have taken? M. So this is equal to minus m. So if m is an integer, then minus m is also integer. You have studied in school days. If 5 is an integer, minus 5 is integer. If 10 is integer, minus 10 is integer. So is also integer. Therefore R is symmetric. R is symmetric. Clear? Then third I will take. Third, you are required to show that it is transitive. Third, you are required to show that it is transitive. So transitive three values we take for A, B, C belongs to R. A, B, C belongs to R. So if A, B belongs to R, B, C belongs to R, then you are required to show that A, C belongs to R. Then you are required to show that A, C belongs to R. So now these two are given, you are required to show that this is true. A, B is given, B, C is given. So A, B is equal to A minus B, I will take it as M, where M belongs to Z. Similarly, B, C is B minus C, I will take it as N, N belongs to Z. This is different, so these two terms you should take different. Now I will add these two. So if I add A minus B plus B minus C is equal to M plus N. Here B gets cancelled. I will have A minus C is equal to M plus N. But by definition A minus B means A, B. Similarly A minus C means A, C. A, C is equal to M plus N. Again this you have studied in school. If two integers are added, again you will get a integer. So M plus N is also an integer. So is integer. Therefore you can say R is transitive. R is transitive. So if a relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, then the given relation is equivalence relation. Then the relation is equivalence relation. So again students, pause the video, solve the problem, then I will go for the next problem. Okay, so second one, just I will change here. So on the set of integers, R is equal to X minus Y, X belongs to Z, Y belongs to Z, and X minus Y is divisible by 2. Is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. So just I will change little. So steps remains the same. So steps you will be having same. So first note down the problem, then we will solve it. Okay. Now see here. So you are required to show that it is divisible by 2 is an equivalence relation. So again first reflexive, if I take both terms should be same. So A, is A minus A minus A. A minus A is 0. 0 is divisible by 2. Yes, 0 is divisible by any number other than 0 and infinity. So I will write is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2, therefore R is reflexive. Second, similarly if I take symmetric, again definition, if I take A, B is A minus B. In last problem I told that this is given, means A minus B is divisible by 2. So I will take this as a 2m, where m belongs to Z. Why I have taken 2m? Because he tells that divisible by 2. If he says divisible by 5, you should take, very good, 5m. So what he has told, you take over here. Now you are required to show that this is also divisible by 2. So b comma a will be equal to b minus a. Again I will take minus common, bracket I will have a minus b, but a minus b is 2m, so this is equal to minus 2m. So again you are having 2 in this term, means it is multiple of 2, means it is divisible by 2. So again you write is divisible by 2, divisible by 2. Therefore given relation is symmetric. This is second. Now third, if I take transitive, these two he has given, you are required to show this is true. So a comma b is equal to a minus b, that is equal to 2m, where m belongs to z. M belongs to z. Similarly, if I take b comma c is equal to b minus c, 2n, n belongs to z. Again what you are required to do here, add these two. So if I add, I will have a minus b plus b minus c is equal to 2m plus 2n. So b gets cancelled. I will have a minus c is equal to 2 into bracket m plus n. So last problem I told a minus c can be written as a comma c is equal to 2m plus n. Again you can write here, you are having 2 means it is divisible by 2. So you write it is divisible by 2, therefore r is transitive. So if it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, then the given relation is equivalence relation. So students, again pause, solve the problem, then I will take another third one. Okay, so just I will change over here. So he has given a is equal to, and you are required to prove in that. So third one, so third, set A he has given, a is equal to x belongs to z, where x is in between 0 to 12, where x is in between 0 to 12. So r is equal to x comma y, where x belongs to z, y belongs to z, and mod of x minus y is divisible by 4. Mod of x minus y is divisible by 4. You are required to show that it is an equivalence relation. You are required to show that it is an equivalence relation. So again the steps remains the same. So first if I take reflexive, so a comma a will be equal to mod of a minus a. Mod of a minus a will be equal to 0. 0 is divisible by 4 in last problem I told. So 0 is divisible by 4. Divisible by 4. Therefore it is an reflexive. So it is a reflexive. Similarly if I take transitive, so a comma b will be equal to mod of a minus b. So mod of a minus b, here I am required to take, very good, 4m, because he has told divisible by 4. So 4m, where m belongs to z. Now you are required to show that this is also divisible by 4. So b comma a will be written as mod of b minus a. Now if you take minus outside, don't take outside the mod sign. Mod means always it will be positive. So mod of minus a minus b. So as there is a mod, again this minus turns out to be positive. So you'll have a minus b. A minus b is nothing but 4m because we have taken here. So again this is divisible by 4. Therefore given relation is symmetric. Third, if you take, so third one, a comma b is equal to mod of a minus b. So this is equal to 4m, where m belongs to z. Now b comma c will be mod of b minus c, that is equal to 4n, n belongs to z. Now directly you don't add, without taking mod if you add. So without taking mod, so a minus b plus b minus c is will be equal to plus or minus 4m plus or minus 4n. If you have not taken mod means it may be either positive or negative. So again b gets cancelled. So b gets cancelled, what remains? A minus c. I will take a common over here. So plus or minus 4 into bracket m plus n. Now if I apply mod over here, this will be positive because mod means it will never be negative. So mod of a minus c is equal to 4 m plus n. But again mod of a minus c, by definition I can write it as a comma c. So this is a comma c is equal to 4 m plus n. So you are having 4 over here means again it is divisible by 4. So it is divisible by 4 means it is an transitive relation. So as relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, the given relation is equivalence relation. The given relation is equivalence relation. So again students, pause and solve this problem. We'll go for next one. Okay, so next I will be taking now here we are required to check all three, means all three relations. So check whether it is reflexive, symmetric or transitive, he will be asking. So example I will take. R is equal to a comma b, where a and b are real numbers and a is less than or equal to b. R is equal to a comma b, where a is less than or equal to b on real numbers. On real numbers. On real numbers. So you are required to check whether this relation he has given is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. So for such examples or problems, we take certain values for a, b and c. So we will take certain values for a, b and c. So you take a, b and c, any real numbers, and you are required to check whether it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So first I will take, let a is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. 2 is a real number. All numbers are real except complex numbers. So you can take 2, 1 by 2, 0.3, 0.5, 10, minus 5, anything. So a comma a. A comma a. By definition what he states, a comma b means a less than or equal to b, So A comma A means A less than or equal to B. So if I take example 2 comma 2 means it implies 2 is less than or equal to 2. This condition is true? True? Yes. Because 2 is equal to 2 is true. Is true. Therefore, given relation is reflexive. Given relation is reflexive. You can write. Second, if I check symmetric. For symmetric, I am required to take two values. So I will take let A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 5. B is equal to 5. So if I take A comma B means 2 comma 5. So 2 comma 5 implies that 2 is less than or equal to 5. 2 is less than or equal to 5. So is it true? Yes. 2 is less than 5 is true. Is true. Similarly, reverse if I take B comma A. So B comma A means 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2 implies 5 is less than or equal to 2. Is this true? No. 5 is not less than 2. 5 is greater than 2 is false. Is false. Therefore, given relation is not symmetric. Not symmetric. Given relation is not symmetric. Similarly, if I check transitive. If I check transitive. So here I am required to take 3 terms. So I will take let A is equal to 2, B is equal to 5, C is equal to 7. Any numbers you can take. So I have taken 2, 5, 7. You can take 1, 2, 3 or other options also you can check. So first if I take A comma B. So this implies 2 comma 5. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Is it true? Yes. Is true. Is true. Similarly, second if I take B comma C. B comma C means 5 comma 7. 5 comma 7, this implies 5 is less than or equal to 7. This is also true. Yes, is true. Similarly, third, A comma C. A comma C means 2 comma 7. 2 comma 7 implies 2 is less than or equal to 7. This is also true. Is true. So all these 3 are true means it is transitive. These 2 are given means you are required to take this as true. Then you should get this also true. So here you can say that in this problem, so relation is reflexive, not symmetric, but transitive. It is reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. Okay, students. Similarly, other two I will give. So here R is equal to A comma B, where A is less than or equal to B square. On real numbers, R is equal to A comma B, where A is less than or equal to B cube. So you solve these two also. This is second one, third one. I can say this as first. In these two, you should get all 3 as false. Means it is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. You take A, B and C such examples. Means here it should be false. Here this should be true. This should be false. Here these two should be true. But here it should be false. So first these two should be true. Here false. This should be true. This should be false. Here you should have false. So it will be neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. So you can go through this, then solve some more problems.